What's up, y'all? It's Daily Destiny, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yay! If you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey. If you are new here, my name is Destiny. I'm 30 years old. I'm an Aries, and please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications bell so you can be notified every time that I upload so you can watch my video because I'm back on YouTube. Didn't you hear? So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, y'all, I'm back. I took a little breaky break from YouTube because a couple of y'all crucified me on the cross for my last story time. So I took a little breaky break just so I can regroup, get it back together, and woosah for a minute. And now I'm back. If y'all hear the cars passing by, sorry, I thought I seen something, but it's on the camera and not behind me. Whatever. But if y'all hear the cars passing by, y'all, it's because I got the window open. It's hot. So yeah, I'm in my living room. As you can see, the couch behind me, the window is open. Don't mind the cars passing by. Sorry about that. It's kind of late, so it won't be that many passing by. So yeah, y'all, welcome back for another story time. So this video is going to be about the time my date left me, y'all. My date left me, yes. Yes, he did, y'all. He left me. So yeah, if you guys want to hear about the story when my date left me, then keep on watching. So this story is not a recent story at all. So don't bother commenting, telling me what I shoulda, coulda, woulda did because it's not a recent story at all. This story takes place maybe about 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, around the time when I first got single and I started dating. So yeah, not a recent story. I'm not dating anyone right now, not dating, so haven't been dating since the last story. So don't bother commenting, telling me anything about this date because what can I do about it now? So I'm just gonna save you the trouble. So yeah, y'all, this story takes place about 3 years ago. So this story obviously has to do with a dating app. So this story is about one of the dating apps I was on. I believe this app was BLK. This is the same app that I met the guy who didn't have no money on, when he didn't have no money when we went out on a date. This was around that time. So this was maybe about, 3 years ago. So yeah, I met this guy on the app. Let's call him Corvette because he had a Corvette. So I met Corvette on the dating app. Obviously, we exchanged numbers, texting, all that type stuff for a couple of weeks. Then he finally was like, hey, you want to go out on a date? I said yes. This time, y'all, ding, 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 ding. I did not let him know where I live at. He did not pick me up, y'all. Yes, I thought about it. He did not come and pick me up, y'all. I drove my car this time. So I said, yeah, we can go out on a date. So we decided to go to this bar downtown Detroit called the Sugar Bar. So we meet up there, have a couple of drinks or whatever, getting to know each other. So a couple of red flags on the first date, y'all. So y'all know how, okay, the girlies know. Y'all know how it be when you be like in between stages when it's time for you to get your nails done. So the nails, they be looking a little bit crusty. Your cuticles might be a little bit crusty. So Corvette was all like, oh, what's up with your nails? I'm like, what you mean what's up with my nails? He all like, oh, it's time for you to get your nails done. Like, I don't like stuff like that on a first date. Don't tell me about my nails, or excuse me, you don't even know me. So then he goes, oh, and I noticed you don't have on a dress. Why aren't you wearing a dress? Why do it matter what I got on? Why do I need to be wearing a dress? I showed up, I'm here. Why does it matter what I have on? So he was like, why didn't you wear a dress or whatever? And I'm like, because I didn't want to, it was the summertime, I chose to wear a cute top, some shorts, and some wedge heels. I don't see what was wrong with that, but guess he didn't like it. So he's like, oh, well, I feel like when you go out on the first date, you should wear a dress. Okay, thanks for your opinion, but this is what I decided to wear. So those was the two red flags on our first date that kind of had me looking a little bit sideways, like JT, like, because he was just too, I don't know, I guess just too focused on my appearance, I guess, which I looked cute, but I guess the nails wasn't up to par for him and I didn't have on a dress, so he wanted to question me about it. So that was the first date. Everything was cool. He did give me those two little weird vibes, but other than that, everything was cool. So maybe about 2 weeks later, Corvette hits me up again. He's like, hey, you want to go out again for a second date? So I said, yeah, of course, everything was cool the first time. So I said, yeah, sure. Wasn't doing anything, chilling at home. Kids was gone for the weekend. Sure, why not? So he said, let's meet at a different bar this time. I said, okay. So this time we meet at a different bar around the corner from the first bar that we went to. Not too far from there, but not exactly around the corner, but in the same neighborhood. So we meet at the second bar or whatever. We get there and I meet him there. We walk inside of the bar. We weren't feeling the crowd. Like it just, it wasn't our kind of bar, I guess. I'll say we just wasn't feeling the vibe. So we decided to go somewhere else. So he's like, hey, that first bar that we went to on our first date is not too far from here. If you want, we can go there since it's not far from here. And I already know the staff members and everything. So we should be able to just get in there. So I was like, okay, cool. Because sometimes it do be a little bit of a wait there because it's a little bit of a busy bar. But he live in the area. So I guess he frequents this bar quite often. So whatever, I guess he knows some of the staff members, whatever. So he like, let's just go back to the sugar bar. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, sure. So we go back to the second bar. He like, hey, since the bar is around the corner, don't worry about moving your car if you want to just ride with me over to the second bar. I'm like, okay, sure, not far from here. Okay, he like, don't even worry about it. As I said, his name is Corvette. He had a nice Corvette. Who don't want to ride in a cute Corvette in the summertime? My hair was done. This time I showed up with a dress on. Since the first time when I came, you had a problem with what I wear. So this time I came with the dress and everything on. So, all right. So I was like, all right, sure. So we get into his Corvette. We go back to the sugar bar. Everything is cool once again. This time he didn't comment on anything about my appearance because I guess obviously I had it up to par the second time. I guess I knew what I was signing up for, so I knew I couldn't half step with him for our second date. So we go to the sugar bar. Everything's cool. Everything's normal. Chilling, drinking, vibing. We have a couple drinks, just casual conversation. He told me that he was into construction, so of course we had a conversation about that. Everything was cool. Sorry, y'all, my camera died, so I had to go ahead and plug it up. But yeah, y'all, as I was saying, chill guy, normal, right, not right. So after we got done drinking, it was maybe around like 1 a.m. It was time for me to go home. So I'm like, okay, we ready to go. Now, y'all, I don't know if I told y'all this before. I am the friend that always have to pee when they start drinking. That's me. There's always one friend in the group that always gotta pee when they start drinking. Me, I'm that annoying friend that's always like, wait, y'all, I gotta pee. Or wait, we gotta go to the bathroom all the time because that's just me. I don't know why. I always been like that. And it got worse after I had kids. They say kids, the babies make your bladder weak. I don't know, but I was like that before I had kids and even still after. So I'm like, okay, since we're getting ready to go, I'm like, just let me use the bathroom before we go because I have to use the bathroom. Obviously, I've been drinking. We're at a bar. So he like, okay, cool, go ahead. And then I'll be right here waiting for you. I'm gonna take you to your car and then you can go on home. Okay, Cool. So I go to the bathroom, use the bathroom. I'm in there literally just a couple minutes. Come back out of the bathroom and no Corvette anywhere. I'm looking around the bar. Don't see him over here. Don't see him over there. Don't see him in the corner. So I'm looking like, am I crazy? Am I missing something? Like, am I missing something? So one of the bartenders who was behind the bar comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, are you looking for that guy you were with?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, he left out when you went to the bathroom." Left out. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he just went to the car and he's waiting for me. So I go to where the car was parked. There's no car there. I know this man, I'm thinking, I'm standing outside like, I know this man didn't leave me at my car. Like, although my car was around the corner, you really left me at my car? What did I do? I wore the dress, I got the nails done. Like, what did I even do? Like, nails, the dress, hello? You still left me? Like, seriously? I did it all that you wanted me to do and you, for real? For real? I just felt like I wasted the dress and the nails because it didn't work. So I go back into the bar. I'm looking around, looking confused. Like, at this point in my life, I had never taken a Lyft before. I had never taken an Uber before. I had never gotten into a car with a strange person that I did not know before. So I'm standing here just trying to think, like, what am I going to do? I'm downtown, it's 1 a.m., it's late. I know where my car is. My car is close by, but it's not walking distance. The first bar we met up at was on the other side of the freeway overpass. Not too far, but not walking distance. And I had on a dress and heels. So I'm not going to walk to my car. So I'm basically just looking confused, trying to call family and friends, anybody, somebody. I'm trying to call on Tyrone at this point, anybody, the Lord, Jesus, anybody to get me back to my car. So one of the people that was working at the restaurant, he came up to me and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you." He was like, "I saw what happened." He was like, "That guy is a regular, but I want you to know we're not going to let him back in the bar because of what he did to you. That's terrible." And he was like, "If you wouldn't mind, I would love to drive you to your car if it's nearby," because I had explained the situation to him and let him know that my car was just on the other side of the freeway. And I told him the whole story. So he was like, "If you don't mind, I can take you to your car so you can get home safely." And I was like, "Thank you," because at this point I was just sad, confused, and just like looking like I wanted to cry. Like, I didn't want to cry at the bar, but I literally did because you couldn't even take me back to my car. Like, literally, like, if you didn't like me, that's fine, but you could have at least driven me back to my car and you knew that I got in your car and you drove me to this bar. So for you not to take me back to my car is wild. So the staff members of the bar, they were so nice, so sweet. They wind up giving me a ride back to my car. So I made it to my own vehicle safely, which is why I'm glad I did decide to drive my car, because what if he had picked me up? Then how the heck was I gonna get home? Because as I stated, I'm not getting in the car with a random person and I couldn't get anybody to come and get me. So how was I gonna get home? So I would have eventually got there, but still, like, you literally just invited me out and then left me. Like, what did I do? I just really don't know what I did. So made it back to my car, went home, and after he left me at the bar, he literally blocked me. Like, I literally was calling him when I was trying to find him and he blocked me. Like, what did I do? I'm really confused. I didn't say anything that upset him during the date, and I wore the dress and got my nails done. So I'm confused as to why you left me, but I guess I'll never know. So yeah, he blocked me and I pretty much never heard from him again. And that was cool because, I mean, I obviously wasn't gonna go out with him for a third date and you freaking left me, but dang, like, so we can all wonder together about what I did and why he left me. But yeah, that's the story about the time my date left me at the bar. Another terrible date for me. So yeah, once again, these terrible guys are up 10 points, me 0. So yeah, y'all, that's the story about the time my date left me at the bar. If you enjoyed this story, you can leave a comment down below and tell me, what would you have done if your date literally left you? What would you have done? So yeah, I'm interested to know. And yeah, guys, thanks so much for coming back to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.